Hi guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited. I've missed you guys so much, but trust me, I'm so glad to be back. If you're new on here, my name is Okwani, and here we share lifestyle, career, family, just stuff in general on this channel. And trust me, you enjoy it. If you're like a returning subscriber, thank you so much for sticking with me. Through my ups and my downs, my being here and being away. I really love you guys. Thank you so much. So today's video is going to be what it is, guys. If you've already read from the title, experience racism in the UK. So for those who don't know, I moved to the UK with my family. We are currently completing my master's degree in business analytics. But we got the shock of our lives when we experienced racism. Anyways, just before we go into like the tea, the juice, and I just you guys what's been happening with me, because that's why I've been away. Just please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and share this video too with your friends. Okay, all right. Sometime in July, I think on the 17th or the 19th of July, I and my family were attacked at our home in the UK by racists in quote. Okay. So it was a Thursday evening. I was still on the evening shift because I'm a customer care representative. And then I was working, I think, from 4 till 9 as at that time. And when I got back from work that day, I just put my babies to sleep and then I was making dinner. Usually I and my husband will hang out at night over dinner, watch a movie, just have a nice time and then go to bed, catch up on like our days. And that's what we were in the process of doing. Like I made scones that day. I remember I was just trying my hand at scones. We had already eaten dinner. We ate egusi and eba. And I was like, okay, let's try making scones. And then I made scones. And it was really nice. And then we're just having scones over like a glass of wine. Then I was having apple juice. And it was just nice. And we're watching this Nigerian movie. I can't remember the name again, but we're watching that movie. And then the next thing we heard, there was like glass flying through my window. I said glass flying through my window, but like my window just shattered and there was like glass everywhere in the parlor. At first, when we heard the first noise, we just assumed that it was from like the movie. So we didn't really move. But then, the second one came and the third one. So we threw three stones through our windows. It's it's not it's a lot more horrible than it sounds, honestly. I feel like, I've gotten over the experience. That's why I'm basically talking about it now. But it was very terrifying, given the time. It was like almost 12 a.m on that day. So we're going to go into like the Friday, and it was almost 12 a.m. and it was just terrible. It was really terrible. Next thing I know, we had to leave the parlor. We weren't sure if they were going to come in, if they were going to stay out, or what like their intention. What their intentions were, I don't know if they want. We didn't know if they wanted to rob the house. It was later, we found that they had sprayed some things outside our house, like all these move out, that kind of thing that they spray on the wall. That we now got to know that okay, it was a racist attack. So our first call was to give the police a call. So I was calling the police. My husband was also calling the police. We were calling simultaneously. I went upstairs to get the keys. He was, already making the call. I was also waiting to be attended to like over the call. I got the kids downstairs. They were already sleeping, but anyways, they were excited to be awake again. They were playing. They didn't quite know what was happening. I peeped out my window. I could see people gathering, but when things like that happen, you are not very sure if the people outside are the good people or the bad people. So I, there was something that we're just really hesitant to walk up to these people and say, "Oh, this is what has happened." So we just decided to stay in the house. Police said, "Stay in the house, stay where you were," and they were going to come to us. And it took them a while to get to us. But in that while, we're just in the kitchen, and then I was just praying and praying and praying. And I called my mom. I told her, oh, look at what has happened. Oh, they attacked us in our house. And she was so surprised. She was like, what? In the UK in 2023? Is that still happening? But yeah, guys, it happened. And if you had told me a few months ago, because people here are very friendly. So it wasn't something that I expected. Okay. But it was just what it was, it happened, and then we had to leave that night, get our stuff, leave that night, and move to my friend's house, my wonderful friend. Thank you so much for hosting us. Her name is Aniela. She housed us for that day. For that night, she was like, stay for as long as we're comfortable staying. But after like, I think like the first night, we moved to like my family friend's place, and that's where we were till we now got a new house. So, guys, as you can see, I'm in a new apartment. It's not bought. We haven't bought the house yet, but we're in a new apartment. It's a lot more calm and serene environment. Okay. So here my neighbors are like a lot more friendly. In fact, when we moved in, I'm going to do a house tour later, but like when we moved in, the neighbors, they knocked on our doors, gave us like, welcome to the neighborhood gifts. It was my first time experiencing that, and it was just nice. It showed that, there are different kind of people here, and these people are a lot more nicer. The neighborhood is just great. Now I have a back area for my kids. Everything is just a lot better, a lot fun. And in all, guys, I really thank God. I really, really thank God, because the spots where they broke through is where my son, my baby Ian, usually stand if he were the daytime. He likes to stand there because the TV is close by there. He'll just walk to and fro, laugh. The interactions, the kind of interactions baby make when like the TV is on. So he's usually in like that area. So the glass would have basically shattered on him, or he would have been hit by the stone. So I just really thank God that my kids were not there. Ebony is also playing in that area. So both of them were not there. I and my husband were in a, would I call it, God put us in a safe space, because the chair was a bit far off from where they would have hit us through. And God just worked out everything for in our favor. Honestly, we've moved finally. My husband had been wanting to move for a while. I was the one still saying, oh, let's still stay there. We're still in our first year. There's no need to rush. Maybe we'll move when we're considering like buying a house. The house is okay. It's close to my school, close to church, close to really everything. So let's just stay there. But God will have it, we had to move. And that's just the long story short, about what has happened so far in my life. And just taking it further into school. Right now, I'm writing my dissertation. Hopefully, she submits by September 8th. And your girl is still somewhere in introduction and literature review, but God will make a way. I'm really strong on submitting like at the end of August. I don't know the magic I want to do, but God will just do it somehow. And then like regarding work, I mentioned earlier that I was working like the evening shift. So now I work 3 times a day. As an international student here in the UK, can only work 20 hours. So I work just, before I used to work like 4 till 9 with like my break subtracted. So that made it up. So that was like 4 hours across 5 days, making it 20 hours. But now I work just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, I think 8 hours, 7, or just, it just sums up to 20 hours. That way I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to myself, to my family, to my needs and all that. I love it. It works for me right now. So guys, I don't want to make this video any longer, but that's what happened to me. It happened to my family. But in all, like I said, I'm so grateful for the experience and all that happened. So see you guys next time. I'm not sure what video I'm going to do next, but if you would like to know more about, say, this experience, if it's happened to you too, please feel free to comment um, in the comment section below, and you can just leave me suggestions on the kind of videos that you like to see on my channel. And guess what? I'm back to stay for real now. I'm back to stay. I feel like this is a lot more calm and enabling environment to allow me to like churn out more content and like just feel a lot more comfortable to do like a lot of stuff. And in addition to that, like my program is rounding off, so I'm having a lot more time on my hands. So guys, thank you so much for staying with me till the end. I love you guys. See you guys in my next video. Bye.